Welcome back to Bridgeport Speedway on Speed, the World of Outlaws Stacker 2 Late Model Tour. Tonight, Delaware restart upcoming. First starter gets to start all by himself. That'll be Darrell Lanigan. You've got Dale McDowell in the white 17M there and Josh Richards alongside. Let's ride here for a moment with McDowell.
Dale McDowell ready to put the hammer down, and he'll do so. He's going to have himself a dogfight right here with that number 1 of Josh Richards as they battle for second.
Billy Moyer deep in the pack on lap 19. The green is back out at Bridgeport. Visibility starting to be a little bit of a problem. Josh Richards moves around the outside of McDowell. Now here's the battle for 4th spot. McCready, Steve Francis, John Blankenship all there.
Clint Smith in the 44 also making his presence known. Look who's lurking right behind them too. That 0 car, Scott Bloomquist, starting to become a player.
20 laps are in the books, 30 to go tonight. Let's ride here with McDowell. The intensity, the wide open eyes.
You can see on his visor that the track is dried up just a little bit. Not as much mud on the visor on the tear-offs.
Now here's Bloomquist sticking the nose of the 0 car inside Smith's 44. Riding with Smith.
Bloomer to the inside. He's got Shane Clanton right there, right in tow. Blankenship drifts up the track. That opens the door for Clint Smith. He gets a good run now, challenging McCready.
McCready sticking to the bottom. Now the rear wing side panel has started to come adrift there. The Sweeteners plus 39, the Pontiac of McCready, who continues to run 5th.
That shouldn't slow him down too much aerodynamically here on this big speedway, as the 44 Clint Smith with another run to the inside of McCready.
McCready and Smith side by side for position. Bloomquist working the bottom. Blankenship on the top side, a little bit of contact. Just incidental stuff there.
Scott Bloomquist came from the 11th starting position, Rick. He has now made his way up to position number 8. He is on the move.
On board here with Francis, watching that battle between Smith, McCready, Bloomquist back there. Francis had started 9th. He's come to 5th in the first 23 laps.
Rapidly closing in on the 4th place car, too. That is Josh Richards right in front of him.
Clint Smith, Tim McCready working out of turn 4 right behind Francis. Here's Bloomquist now. Laying the sheet metal, putting the tin on McCready to try to elbow past, and he does make the move.
One guy that you can never count out no matter where he starts is Scott Bloomquist in that Miller Brothers Cole number 0 machine. Always a factor in any late model race he enters.
You talked about how Bloomquist apparently not feeling the best when he got to the racetrack. He'd been to the doctor earlier today. Some sort of physical problem, we're being told, as we are at halfway in the YJ Stinger 50. Shane Clanton in the 25 car. That's the yellow machine on the outside. Battling there with Chubb Frank.
That's the battle for position number 9 and 10 as Darrell Lanigan having a very good run. He is on rails right now in that number 29 machine. Good advantage over the 17M of McDowell.
Well, you can see all the black in the corners. This is what they call taking rubber. The racetrack is slickening up on the bottom. Some drivers trying to find some cushion on the high side to get some traction with that right rear. Others, like Lanigan, they just want to keep the car straight at the bottom.
Throttle control now becomes so important. You don't want to spin the tires, Rick. You want to keep the car smooth. You want to stay straight as track position now really starts to come into play.
Clint Smith, Scott Bloomquist battling for position here. Past halfway, riding with Smith. Bloomquist way to the bottom.
Now you can see Bloomer, he is a little bit easier on the throttle as he doesn't want to spin the tires. Where the Smith number 44, he took a peek over to see who was there. He gets on the gas a little bit quicker as there's still a little bite up top.
Bloomquist, the Tennessee veteran, a master anywhere he goes. On the bottom, rolls by the 44 car, moves into the top 5 first time tonight. The great veteran who's notched hundreds and hundreds of dirt track late model victories coast to coast in his 20-plus year career. Other end of the racetrack, meantime, battle late in the top 10. Tim McCready trying to hang on the high side. Billy Moyer on the bottom. He and Shane Clanton roll by.
Mr. Smooth in the 21, current points leader coming into this event, looking to get around T-Mac as they battle for position.
McCready trying to hang on to a top 10 spot. A little bump and run there from Moyer. Got by him once, then faded in the corner. Now Moyer to the inside as they work to the turn. Modified standout Pat Ward in the mix there in the 19.
Something's not right with the McCready car. He's drifting up a little bit higher each and every time through the corner. Pat Ward drives right by him. McCready, something is going awry.
Way off the gas. The Sweeteners plus 39. McCready will roll to a stop outside turn 2 in the yellow waves with 20 to go. It's our second caution of the night. McCready may well have a tire down on the right side of the 39 car.
Both drivers that have an advantage coming in, McCready and Ricky Elliott, both experiencing problems.
It's been all Darrell Lanigan at the head of the field so far. The number 29 car out of Kentucky. Lanigan has led all the way. Meantime, Bloomquist starting to put some pressure on Steve Francis, trying to get up into the top 4. McDowell and Richards run second and third. We'll be right back at Bridgeport. Back at Bridgeport Speedway, and a big development. The race leader, Darrell Lanigan, who's dominated. He was brought to a stop on the front straightaway. An Outlaw Series official wanted to talk to him. Front end problems?
Quite possibly. We'll have to see what happens to the 29 when he gets back up to speed.
So Lanigan rolling around the corner. He'll get in line for the restart. They put a new right rear tire on the Sweeteners Plus Pontiac. Here comes Tim McCready back up onto the racetrack. He'll be set when they display the green flag once again. And what about Scott Bloomquist? We've been hearing he's had some physical problems. He may have made a trip to the doctor. What about it, Mark Kenyon?
Scott Bloomquist coming through the field, but in a lot of pain doing it. I talked to Scott earlier in the night. He said when he got up this morning, he had to hold himself up. He's in a lot of pain. He injured his back last night. Right after this race, he's going straight to a chiropractor. Scott Bloomquist on the move, but he's paying the price.
Just shows the determination by Scott Bloomquist, how he wants to race, how he races hard. He does this for a living. He needs to be behind the wheel of that race car. It's probably his best medicine right now.
I would think so. You get that adrenaline pumping. It can certainly help you. But boy, this is a rough business to be in if you're in physical pain, especially a back injury like that. 20 to go. Green back in the air at Bridgeport Speedway. There's Pat Ward in the 19. Let's take a ride here with Francis in the Valvoline car. He's got Bloomquist all over him on the inside.
A win tonight would probably help Scott Bloomquist heal a little bit quicker, Rick.
Battling in the top 5. There's the 1 of Josh Richards, the 15 of Francis. 19 laps remain, the 0 of Bloomquist in tow. Bloomquist working the bottom, right on the rail. Francis protecting the inside now. Josh Richards is back there. John Blankenship in the 23 car. There's Shane Clinton in the 25, about the only guy willing to go high. Now Lanigan with those front end problems, still able to restart at the head of the field. He is your leader with 18 left.
Clinton might have found something on the top side. He almost brushed the wall about a half a lap ago coming off the corner, trying to get around Chubb Frank in the 1 car as they battle for position. And you see Rick Eckert, the number 24, also trying to make his way back up to the front of the field.
Eckert using the outside line. Not many drivers, as Shane pointed out, willing to go there at this moment. Billy Moyer, the points leader in the 21, having a tough night. He just cannot get going with 17 laps left.
Chubb Frank now challenging to the inside once again at Clinton. There's Pat Ward, tip of the hat to him for only the 2nd time behind the wheel of a World of Outlaw late model, battling with Rick Eckert.
Fight is for 11th spot. Ward is 12th in that red 19. Eckert in the Ray Vest machine in 11th. There's Clinton in the 25. There's Eckert.
That was a beautiful shot. It gives you the perspective of the groove that these drivers are using off the corner.
Lap speed's about 110 miles an hour here at Bridgeport Speedway. They call it a 5/8 mile. Some drivers tell you it's really more like a 3/4 mile layout here. Lanigan still in front of McDowell and Richards. Lanigan in that black 29. Doesn't appear as though he's got any front end issues.
He's looking pretty good right now as he is smooth off the corner. Dale McDowell, he is the one that's trying to reel him in right now.
McDowell in the white 17M. Oh, problems for McDowell. Some sort of vibration. Has he lost the motor in that car? Some sort of mechanical issue. McDowell off the gas. The caution is out with 15 laps left. It's our 3rd yellow of the night here in the YJ Stinger 50. And McDowell, whose shot at victory seemed to be a very strong bid just a moment ago, looks as though he may well be done for the night. That rocket chassis race car, McDowell looks as though he is headed for the pits here at Bridgeport. So Josh Richards moves to 2nd in front of Francis and Bloomquist. We'll be back.